Imagine a city on the brink of collapse where food has run out and famine grips the people. Mothers spread out the few crumbs remaining, children cry over empty bowls. Even the king feels powerless. Hope seems lost, until a promise from God through his prophet begins to breathe new life into the city. Samaria lies under siege by a powerful army, and panic and hunger spread like wildfire inside the walls. Markets lie abandoned in the streets. The people's faith falters in despair. Then Elisha, the prophet of God, steps forward with the Lord's promise, "By this time tomorrow, food will be so plentiful that you will hardly recognize this famine," he announces. The word of the Lord sparks a tiny flame of hope. Outside the gates sit 4 men, shunned by society and desperate. In those days, lepers were outcasts, even friends and family had turned away. One of the men finally breaks the silence. "Why should we sit here and starve to death when help might be just a walk away?" he asks. Another, voice trembling with courage, replies, "If we stay, we surely die of hunger. If we go to the enemy camp, maybe they'll kill us, or maybe they'll spare us, and we live." With a shared nod, these 4 friends rise, choosing faith over fear. Under cover of dusk, the 4 lepers cautiously cross the fields toward the distant camp. Every step is a risk, but hope guides them onward. The night air is cool and still. As they draw near, they freeze in surprise. The enemy camp is completely silent, no soldier on watch, no armor clatters, nothing stirs. The camp is empty and deserted. The 4 lepers blink in disbelief. The entire enemy camp is deserted. Horses wander free, and armor lies abandoned on the ground. Inside the tents, rows of fresh food and fine wine await. Bread is piled high on tables, clay jars brim with oil, figs, and dates. "A feast fit for a king, and it's all ours," one leper exclaims. They laugh and dance at this unbelievable turn of events, stuffing their bags and cloaks with provisions. In that moment, they know they have witnessed God's miracle. As night settles in, the friends revel in their bounty. Silver and gold glint in the firelight, and their bellies are finally full. But doubt creeps in. One leper asks, "These treasures and food, can we really keep all of this for ourselves?" Another replies, "This good news is too good not to share. Our neighbors are dying of hunger. If we stay silent, it would be wrong." The friends fall silent as they realize God's gift was meant for more than just 4 men. Determined, they gather what they can carry and race back toward Samaria, guided by the moonlight. As dawn approaches, the 4 reach Samaria's gates and shout with all their might, "Open the gate! The Lord has delivered the enemy's camp into our hands. Food, wine, and silver are everywhere." The stunned guards hesitate. Such news seems impossible. Inside, the king listens with trepidation. Unsure if this is true or a cruel trick, he orders the city gates to remain closed until daylight. As the sun rises, the gates open wide and people pour out like a flood, eyes wide with wonder. Food, wine, and riches surround them, just as God promised. Men load donkeys with grain while women gather figs and grapes. Laughter and shouts of joy replace the months of fear and hunger. God's promise has come true in a way no one could have imagined. For men, once outcasts and cursed, became the heroes of Samaria. Through their faith and courage, an entire city was saved. God often works through unexpected people in our darkest times. When you feel trapped by fear or despair, remember, God's answer might be just around the corner. We can learn from these lepers, trust God, step out in faith, and share the blessings you have. Even a small act of courage in God's hands can change the world. Fountain pen # Faith Tales, where Bible stories come to life. Bell subscribe for more timeless truth, told like never before.